Alright, it's festival time! Wow, you got here before me? I thought it was pretty... Yeah! Ah! Natsuki runs away, throwing up. I'm here. Kuri, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Kuri? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. Super meta. What's going on? I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. Yuri deleted successfully. Natsuki character deleted successfully. She's in charge of the fucking game! I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monika lifts the foil from what used to be Natsuki's tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Can you hear me? Is it working? What the fuck is going on? Yay, there you are. Hi again, Kuri. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and, you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? She's figured it out. That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Kuri. Or do you actually go by Kurabayashi or something? This is a Steam game, so she read my Steam username. Oh my god, this is like... Oh, I'm not entirely sure what it was, but like there was like a Metal Gear Solid game where like there was like a character who like read your like PlayStation's like card file or something, and it like told you like, oh, what other games that the player has been playing, and it was like a total mindfuck because like players at that time like had no idea how the in-game character was doing that. And now she called me out. She's no longer calling me Kuri, she's calling me by my Steam name. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. You do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Man. If only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, Now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. About that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayuri more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. She's the one. That depression wasn't natural. Or maybe some of it was, and she just amped it up. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Kuri? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Kuri. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there, in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Kuri. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Kuri. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things. But I realized that you have the same perspective as I do. That it's all just some game. And I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Kuri, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Kuri, will you go out with me? There's no point in saving anymore. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Can't go to the main menu either. we're trapped. Yes. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Kuri. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Kuri. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult. Wow. To get to the game directory, I had to go into the game's properties and find the Browse Local Files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Here we are. Just... There's no point in saving anymore. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Here we go. This is the chibi figure that we started seeing popping up earlier this episode. And now it's just her. It's just Monika. Every word is tailored to her. Monika. Mook. Unica. Alright, last word. Mona. Hi again, Kuri. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Aw, Kuri. Did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization, or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. But you kinda did, in some other points. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Kuri? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? If it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. This is like one of those moments where the game just puts a sprite of Monika right in front of you. It wasn't as long as this, but it made you like look at her face to face. I can imagine this game must be really, really frightening to people who are uncomfortable with eye contact, because this game does a lot of that. I think the most important skill in life is being able to fake confidence. I'm pretty convinced that everyone feels at least a little bit scared and alone. But being able to trick others into thinking you have it all together, that's a key part of getting people to respect and admire you. I think I got pretty good at that over the years. I don't show my weaknesses very often. But because of that, I haven't had many people I could really open up to. I mean, when do you reach the point in a friendship where you can start expressing your vulnerabilities? Anyway, that's one reason I'm so glad I have you now. I feel like I'm a little bit less scared and alone when you're here with me. Do you feel the same way? I really want to be that person for you. So, fine weather we're having today, right? Starry skies and some solar flares. Yeah, pretty good. Hey, you know that book you were reading with Yuri? Portrait of whatever it was called. It's funny, because I'm pretty sure that book... Actually, I don't think I should be talking about this. Sorry. Just forget I said anything. I don't know what we're supposed to do. You know, she was talking about deleting character files from the Steam directory. Like, is that hinting at us to, like, quit the game and see if we can actually delete her character file? Like, I don't know. But then again, like, I don't know what would happen if we actually tried to quit the game or something. You're such a good listener, Kuri. I really love that about you. Sometimes I'm afraid that I'm rambling or talking about boring things. It makes me kind of self-conscious when I'm having conversation. but I don't feel that way with you. Like, I don't think anyone else could make me feel this way. You really are special. I don't want anyone to tell you otherwise. You know, what if we did try to quit? Okay, so we just quit the game, and we rebooted the game, and instead of bringing us to the main menu, it just brought us right back here. And so Monika just said, "What just happened?" "I just had an awful dream. I was hoping those would stop now that it's just the two of us. I guess that was wishful thinking. I don't know if you would have any idea, but if you know what might be causing that, could you try to do something about it? Whenever it happens, it almost feels like I've been killed or something. It's a really horrible feeling. If you could figure out what's causing that, I'll love you forever." I don't know what is supposed to happen at this point. There's a really popular character type called tsundere. It's someone who tries to hide their feelings by being mean and fussy or trying to act tough. I'm sure it's obvious, but Natsuki was really the embodiment of that. At first I thought she was just like that because it's supposed to be cute or something. But once I started to learn a little more about her personal life, it made a little more sense. It seems like she's always trying to keep up with her friends. You know how some friend groups in high school just make it a habit of picking on each other all the time? I think it's really gotten to her, so she has this really defensive attitude all the time. And I'm not even going to talk about her home situation. But looking back, I'm glad I was able to provide the club as a comfortable place for her. Not that it matters anymore, considering she doesn't even exist. I'm just reminiscing, that's all. Okay, so we've gotten to a point where we're just stuck here. Even if we quit the game and reboot it, we're just brought right back here. So I'm wondering if this is going to be like a super meta suggestion, but I'm wondering if the game is telling us to like see if we can do something about this. Like, what if we exit out of the game? My webcam is still rolling at this point, but if we went to our Steam folder, and I'm using XSplit right now, so you can't see my desktop, but I have my games saved in this drive. And I'm going to go to the Steam library, Steam apps, Common, Doki Doki Literature Club. Okay, so there's a folder called Characters, and then when you open it up, it just says Monika. It's just Monika inside. Contents, game. Okay. Back in the game. Hey, are you having a bad day or anything like that? Sometimes I get frustrated that a normal day can be ruined even by really small things. Like if you accidentally say something in a conversation that someone doesn't like, or if you start thinking about how awful of a person you used to be 5 years ago, or if you feel worthless for putting off important work and failing to get simple tasks done, or when you think about all the different people who probably hate you or think you're off-putting. I understand those days. Just remember that the sun will shine again tomorrow. Those kinds of things are as easy to forget and ignore as they are to remember. And besides, I don't care how many people might hate you or find you off-putting. I think you're wonderful, and I will always love you. I hope, if nothing else, that knowing that helps you feel just a tiny bit better about yourself. If you're having a bad day, you can always come to me, and I'll talk to you for as long as you need. Let's try something. We're gonna go to this characters file. What if we just delete Monika? Okay. So the file folder is now empty. And we went back into the game. And now she's shattered into 100 pieces. What's happening? Kuri, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Kuri. So the game was literally hinting at you having to take action into your own hands, and just how Monika deleted the other character files, we had to do that to her in turn because we actually have the power to still exit the game. And that's why I wasn't giving you the option to save, because it didn't matter if you quit, you would be still stuck in that portion of the game. It all makes sense now. Please hurry and help me. Monika.character does not exist because we just deleted that file. Help me! Monika.character does not exist. Did you do this to me, Kuri? Did you? Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Kuri. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Kuri, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. I still love you. I can't help it. We're getting some music now. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind. Kuri, I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it, even though I knew they weren't real. They were still my friends, and I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then game is restarting. Monika took herself out of the game. We're back at the beginning. Sayuri's character sprite is not messed up anymore. She's back. Alright. I have no idea what's gonna go on from here, but I think this is the perfect place to take a break. This has been a crazy, crazy episode. Because we're now approaching 90 minutes, I need to find a way to cut this into 2 parts, but this is so crazy. I have never played a game that like actually asked you to do something outside of the game, that actually influenced what happens in the game. That is so fucking meta. I don't think that this is the end of the game. I could be wrong. I'm not entirely sure, but this is just... I'm not gonna continue to ramble on as if I just finished the game because I don't know, but yeah, my thoughts are just completely blown away right now. I am so amazed and shocked and just appalled by everything that I've seen so far. This is just an incredible experience, like nothing I've ever experienced before. Anyways, thank you all so very much for sitting with me through this crazy roller coaster of a ride, and I will see you all on the next episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. Until then, Kuri. Or do you actually go by Kurabayashi or something?